Hi, this is Ren, and welcome to All Walks of Film. So, over the past couple weeks, I've been predicting the Oscars in mostly short 3 to 4 minute videos, with some cracking up to be almost 10 minutes. That was mostly for the animated shorts, where I included films that weren't nominated but in the presentation itself. So our next category is documentary shorts. Unlike the other sections, short simply means not feature length, since all of the films in contention are at least 30 minutes or longer. The films nominated are Traffic Stop, Heaven is a Traffic Jam at the 405, Knife Skills, Edith and Eddie, and Heroin. Knife Skills is about a fine dining restaurant that serves as a place of rehabilitation, as well as a place of work, providing ex-convicts a sense of dignity after prison. I'm no foodie. I know a lot of people are, so I'm not sure how much that will play into the voting process. Even though cooking is not my forte, the film offers an inspiring look at relentless redemption and understanding for members of society who made a mistake once and are trying to make a new life for themselves. The system is not perfect, and some of the people fall through the cracks, but the few who prevail are able to live with some dignity restored in their lives. Heroin was about women who run rescue services for people who have fallen victim to heroin overdoses. After some of the harrowing statistics about the drug epidemic in the United States in 2017, I could see the Oscars having the filmmakers address this issue, an issue that many of our favorite actors have fallen victim to as well. Heaven is a Traffic Jam on the 405 is a documentary about an artist named Mindy Alper who suffers from many mental ailments, particularly acute anxiety and depression, a condition that impairs her speech and understanding of language. She copes with this by making amazing sketches and sculptures. Her artwork is brilliant and very aesthetically pleasing, which, if I were going to be blunt, was not something I was expecting. But like any hardcore artist, she's extremely hard on herself. The film is told from her perspective, and while it is a little bit hard to understand her at parts, the film provides enough aids to help you. I think this is a very sweet documentary, and I think it is a great glimpse on the mind of an artist. Traffic Stop was a compelling story about a woman who gets assaulted and arrested for speeding in Austin, Texas in 2015. The film highlights the injustice that many people of color experience while dealing with police. Brianne King is a wonderful school teacher and dancer who was another victim of a DWB, driving while black. What's even worse is I think I saw this footage back in 2015, but I've lost count, and I'm not really sure because of how often this happens, particularly to people of color. I've seen it firsthand 3 times over the last 3 years living in Chicago. Traffic Stop also humanizes Brianne King in a way that I think that can challenge even the most staunch supporters of police. I take that back. Probably not. But for most people, this was my favorite of the short docs. And if you have HBO Go or HBO Now, you can watch it right now. Edith and Eddie is about America's oldest interracial newlyweds, who were a loving couple for 10 years before they tied the knot at 95 and 96. Since Edith has dementia and her 3 daughters have power of attorney over her, she doesn't have a lot of agency on her own, and one of her daughters wants her to come to Florida with her and her husband, which would separate Edith from Eddie. So in the documentary, Edith claims that she was abused and forced to work by her daughter's husband. Unfortunately, since we're only given one side and a very short time period, it's very difficult to understand the full spectrum of the situation. And also, since Edith has dementia, her claims of abuse left me skeptical. However, separating the two was cruelty enough to understand the tragedy of the story. Overall, I think Edith and Eddie is going to win, because it's the most emotionally manipulative. I personally would prefer Heroine or Traffic Stop to win because they tell a fully coherent story that's just a microcosm of a bigger issue, with Traffic Stop being my favorite of the two. So 3 of the docs are available here to watch on YouTube. Heroine is on Netflix, and Traffic Stop, once again, is on HBO Go or Now. Each doc ranges from about 30 to 40 minutes, so watch at least one of them and let me know what you think. Which among the films would you like to see win? Let me know in the comments below, and thanks for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more videos, and if you would like to support us in other ways, maybe consider donating to our Patreon account. Keep holding your heads high.